It's my birthday, so I'll dance if I want to, sleep if I want to, dress up if I want to. Hola mis amores, hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is for what you can expect in your life this upcoming month of June. If you're already a subscriber or you watch tarot pick a card videos on YouTube, then you already know what to do. You don't need to watch the whole intro. The piles are down below this video in the timestamps provided so that you can fast forward to your message. But for those of you that are new, hi, I'm Velvet Cat, a fashion illustrator and instructor in Los Angeles, sharing my knowledge and inspiration with videos around art, entrepreneurship, and with my newfound passion for tarot, pick a card collective readings like this one to provide you with answers for any questions you might be experiencing in your life, advice messages from the angels that are watching over us, motivation to follow your dreams, and all around empower you in love, career, health, mind, and soul. If you're completely new to tarot, or perhaps you might have heard of it before, I'd first like to start by saying that it is not what you think it is, because what I've come to learn in my one-year journey of doing tarot is that tarot is simply just a tool by which those of us that choose to awaken our innate spiritual gifts, because everybody has these gifts, but only some of us choose to awaken them, so that we can use them to either confirm your intuition that you already have about your situations, like that gut feeling, you know what I'm talking about, or so that we can guide lost souls towards their unique happiness with divine guidance. And by divine, personally, I mean God, angels, and my spirit guides. But for you, it could be different because my channel is all-inclusive, free of judgment, and welcoming to all that would like to join me in this journey, this ripple effect of spreading love and happiness, no matter how tough it is. Each new generation is breaking through destructive cycles with awareness, knowledge, and action to bring us all closer together. There are many ways in which we can participate, and for me, tarot is one of them. So what is a tarot pick a card video? Well, in a little bit, I'll be showing you some options for you to choose from intuitively with what you're feeling, so that then the message you hear is closest to heart and provides you with insights to answer your questions and empower your choices. And as I said at the beginning of the video for returning subscribers, the timestamps are down below this video in the description and pinned comment so that you can easily just click on the option that you picked and the video will fast forward to your message. Since this is a general reading divided into just a small group of options, not everything will resonate. But if within the very first minute or just within the first few minutes of listening you don't vibe with it at all, it just doesn't feel like you, then you might have picked the wrong option. You can go back to the piles and pick a different one. Also, just a little bit of a disclaimer, sometimes the angels and guides that I ask for answers, and even yours as well, when they pass messages to me, they might not want to reveal everything because they want you to trust in your own life choices and in your divine protectors, whichever that may be for you. So, are you ready to pick a pile? Alright, so these are the options you can choose from for your June reading. We've got here pile 1 with this cat, pile 2 with the red dragon, pile 3 with the wooden figure, pile 4 with this cup and Egyptian pyramid, and pile 5 with the blue dragon. Take a moment to breathe in and breathe out. And once you have decided, on one of these groups, then you can fast forward to that timestamp that I've provided by clicking on it in either the description or pinned comment of this video. Hey there, group 1. This reading is for you if you chose the cat here. And now we're going to be looking into your upcoming month of June. What can you expect in your life? Starting with the Angel Wisdom Tarot deck, and then we'll look into relationships and finance, career, and provide you some additional information that you need to know for your month, plus really cool advice from these amazing books, the High Performance Habits and Emotional Intelligence, along with a final affirmations card here for you to take you into your month. So let's see what we have for you. All right, so you got here the Five of Pentacles reversed for your first week, which is a card of receiving or needing help. And actually right here, it does say that perhaps you might be having fear surrounding money and you might need to reach out for assistance. So because it's reversed, perhaps this month of June, you're actually no longer in need of help. But let's get some confirmation here. Let's get some clarifiers using the Sun and Moon Tarot deck here. All right, so we got 3 cards. We got Emperor, Magician reversed, and Strength, which is crazy that you got the Magician reversed and Strength here, because then at the end of the month, you got the Magician again with Strength reversed this time. So they're kind of opposites. Very interesting. And we'll cover that at the end. But for now, for your beginning of the month of June, since we do have these 3 cards confirming or clarifying whether you need help or not, it looks like you are actually starting to receive without needing help because of the Emperor. Like you are feeling yourself, you're more in this empowered mode without having to put in a lot of work. Since we have the Magician reversed here, I feel like perhaps in the past, you've been the type of person to actually hustle hard and perhaps even reach the point of burnout. But now, because it's reversed and you're feeling yourself with the Emperor energy here, see in this card actually, he's chilling on the couch. Perhaps this is the new mode you're going into for June, where you're ready to receive without having to work yourself to the ground anymore. With how this card, the Five of Pentacles, does say negative thoughts manifesting into real challenges. See, now it's reversed. It's confirming that you are overcoming those negative thoughts. You're going into the month of June ready for abundance, and so then the income does start coming in. Perhaps you get an offer, in fact, from someone else that also carries that Emperor energy. And this could be someone that is being aligned by the universe for you guys to work together on something great because you have similar values and you can create great things together. You can collaborate, use your skills, combine them with their skills, and that's how you make the great things. I mean, in both of these cards, you've got a radiant sun symbolizing like arriving at the horizon and arriving at your destination. seeing that sun at the end of like a cloudy day. And Strength card here also has a full moon, big full moon, also symbolizing the completion of a certain stagnant type of cycle or negative type of cycle, stressful type of cycle. With how this wolf is howling up towards the little butterfly, I feel like your wishes have been heard, your wishes are being answered for this upcoming month of June. You're going to start seeing your manifestations happen. Then for the second week of June, we have 4 of Swords. Yeah, this is a little wind sign. So 4 of Swords reversed. That is amazing as well. Ooh, okay. So here with the 4 of Swords, this is symbolizing the time you've spent doing what she's doing in this image. Going in deep, going within, soul searching about yourself, but also searching for answers on how to advance in life, doing a lot of transformations internally and externally, flowing with the divine, and taking time to rest. So you've taken care of yourself, and now this month of June, you are, as I said, ready to roll. So because this is reversed for the second week of June, it looks like you are putting yourself out there with something, whether that be going out with friends or getting out of the house, going somewhere. Actually, let's get the confirmation or the clarifiers for that as well. Let's see, what could that be for you? How are you getting out of isolation? Oh my goodness. Wow, 6 of Pentacles, success. And the Hanged Man reversed. And then you also got here Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So with that, it's confirming what we were saying here about receiving this offer and in turn being able to receive income, like a boost of income. That is your reward for the work you've put into your career and to yourself. Since the 6 of Pentacles does, in the traditional tarot, have a scale, has a person with 3 pentacles on each side, which is symbolizing balance. You receive what you give. And you've been giving a lot throughout your life. Now it is time to receive. So perhaps during the first week, you could receive that. And then by the second week, you're ready to spend it. Just be very mindful of that. And so here, perhaps actually that's what you are doing, is you are being mindful. You are figuring out, okay, so I'm getting this money. Now how can I invest it? How can I save it? And then whatever's left, I can enjoy it for myself. Because then we have the Hanged Man reversed and Queen of Swords, which are energies of calling the shots and contemplating, like how I was saying, contemplating how to deal with your finances. Very smart. And for some of you, this could even be seeing someone differently, someone that you've been connected with that perhaps has the Queen of Swords energy. And if there's been distance between you guys, now you're able to reconnect or bond closer. Then for your third week of June, here we have the Awakening card, which is actually the Hanged Man once again. You have a lot of repeating cards. So Awakening here for your third week. Now it is saying a temporary pause for reflection and insight. An awakening where you see things in a whole new light, embrace your uniqueness, and charitable actions. So for some of you, since we do have it reversed here and then right side up, Perhaps in the second week, you're actually not really thinking of what you're doing with your finances. And so by the third week, you're like, hold up, I need to break this cycle. I'm not about to repeat the same mistake. And then you do stop yourself and consider all the options of where your money could go. So that's really good if you catch yourself. But for others of you, because of how in this first image, the Hanged Man looks very zen, how I said it does look like you're being smart about your money in the second week. And then by the third week, what stands out to me is what it says here about embracing your own uniqueness and charitable actions. I feel here that for the third week of your June, you might actually participate in something or get a spark to participate in something that contributes to others and where you get to use your talents. You either get the spark or you participate, or what you do at work actually surprises everyone because it benefits the company greatly, kind of putting you in the spot of employee of the month. Or same thing for school, where you shock everyone. This benefits a large portion of people, and you could even receive a scholarship for it or some type of reward. And you'll realize after this happens how fulfilling it really makes you feel, that perhaps you actually vibe with it so much you want to continue doing that in your future. It becomes your calling. And your life path is completely transformed because here we have this road that separates into two. What you thought you wanted your life path to be, now you see a whole new clear one, where this one perhaps was a little hazy. And so for the end of the month, we have here the Magician with Strength reversed. So as I mentioned, these are the exact same cards as the beginning of the month, clarifiers, but reversed, which takes on a whole new energy. Now I'm feeling like for the end of the month, perhaps this continues forward, this project or idea or venture or volunteer opportunity. This continues on towards the end of the month. Maybe you get the idea and then you take action on it at the end of the month. Like how this magician is teaching, he looks like he's teaching, he looks like he's reading, presenting something. And because we have the Strength card reversed, I feel like this is also going to be a new side of you, where perhaps before you've been having to present yourself in such a strong, powerful, kind of like emotionless type of person, kind of not sharing your vulnerabilities because you thought that if you showed any fear or anxiety or worry, it would make everyone else uncomfortable and not believe in you. But now, towards the end of the month, you turn into more nurturing, calm energy that doesn't need to prove yourself to anyone. Perhaps because the people you're dealing with actually need that type of leadership. Someone that will listen to them rather than dictate. But overall, the energy of the Magician is someone that is resourceful, combining together elements that could be surprising to others, doing things in a whole new way, and making things really work out for everyone. Since it does say magic is alive in your life, and what you need to be a success will manifest, which in turn will also attract you positive attention from like your employer or fans or family. There's something to celebrate because we also have flowers here. You could be receiving gifts by the end of June. And so for what you need to know for the month of June, we have here Keepers of the Earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Along with Pandora's Gift, card number 45. And Release the Dark Wound, Let Love Live, card number 25. So these have quite a multitude of energies. This one is actually reflecting what I was saying here about like your hands are gold, they're creating gold, your ideas are gold. And so you'll be getting like a lot of inspiration, sparks, and creating really great things this month of June. That's what this card is confirming. Your talents are a gift, and what you do with them are a gift to others. So believe in yourself. Then with the Keepers of the Earth card, this could be reflecting that audience that is captivated by you and the new partnerships that could be coming in. How it says you are not alone because they believe in you. Along with, actually, for those of you that are a little bit more in tune with your spirituality, it's a reminder that your spirit team is by your side, and actually your ancestors and angels and spirit guides, they want you to know how proud they are for what you are doing. They're all rooting for you. They're like your cheerleaders. And with this card, Release the Dark Wound, Let Love Live, perhaps this could be actually related to relationships now. That there is nothing to fear, because if you go forward towards new friendships and new love with the feeling of enjoyment of the memories and the time together, rather than with walls up of, so this is what happened in my past and this is how everyone could be, or this is how they are. By releasing your expectations and any sort of thoughts, negative thoughts that come up, you open space for love to bloom, to shine so brightly that you can see clearly who it is that is meant to stay in your life, who it is that is aligned with your values. Perhaps you might even need to make a little room for this love to happen between friends and a partnership, like romantically. But now let's get a few details about those relationships. I'm going to be using here Brit's tarot deck to get 3 answers for you. So it's like a pick a card and a pick a card. Choose between one of these 3, and these could be things that you need to know about your relationships, whether that be relationship of self, of love, or family and friends. So here I'm going to provide you with the 3 options. That's too many cards. Okay. Option 1, that's option 1. Oh, it has 2 cards. Okay, so option 1 has 2 cards. Now option 2. Actually, I'll get that one. Oh, I didn't want to show it. Okay, option 2. And then option 3. This one. Oh, also has 2 cards. So choose one of these 3 here. And now I will turn them over to give you the answers. Those of you that chose number 1, here we have 2 of Wands and 3 of Cups. So what you need to know about love this June, I feel like it's more focused on friendships and family. That's what the 3 of Cups is about. Celebrations, enjoyment with the loved ones that you already have. These 2 cards here are a reminder of that. To be grateful, to notice how much love you're surrounded by, so that in turn you can actually attract that love you might be searching for. Like I kind of feel here with how she's looking at the map that perhaps you've been searching for love in friendship, like your soul tribe, or love in romantic, or both. So that's what you've been wishing for. And with how we have Infinity Crown, it's reflecting that you can manifest this. It is in your energy field. It is already here. So just keep on focusing on the love you already have, like the love from your spirit team, the love from your family, from your friends, and learn to love yourself as well. How talented you are, how capable you are, how much you've achieved. This is kind of a bit of a mystery option here from these 3. And when that happens, it could actually mean that you are being united with your soul tribe members already, and the spirit world actually wants this to be a surprise for you. They don't want to tell you the answers. So that could be why these two aren't emphasizing any romantic love right now. So that's for those of you that picked number 1. Now let's see number 2 here. Those of you that picked number 2, we got Queen of Swords reversed. So here I kind of feel like perhaps you are being reminded, or your spirit team wants you to know that you need to put the sword down. Because the Queen of Swords, look at her. She looks sad and angry, and she has her sword ready to attack. She is cold. So with it being reversed, your spirit team wants you to put down that shield, that sword, because it is only repelling the love that could come your way. You might need to dig deep to figure out why you have your sword up and how you can release this pain, these beliefs that are actually in your way of the love you wish for. And with how we have the third eye here, and this card being reversed, it could also be emphasizing that you're not taking enough time for yourself to get to know yourself and to connect with your spirit team to receive clear answers. So by doing so, by looking up online how to connect with your spirit guides and heal past traumas, then you can overcome this situation that is blocking you in love, and you can release those negative attachments. They're only causing you more pain rather than helping you. You might feel like you're strong by having walls up, but releasing them is stronger than keeping them up. Think about that. So now for the third group here, we got the cards, Two of Swords reversed, and Queen of Cups. That is beautiful. I feel like here you are taking the time to do what you need to be emotionally stable. You might even be feeling empowered by all of this work you're doing. And so with how we have the Two of Swords reversed, it's confirming that you are ready for what is coming next. You are ready to put yourself out there in whatever you want to do and whoever you want to connect with. You are ready to receive. And perhaps you're actually noticing someone that is mirroring your actions. That is a really nice reflection of your values. And they have an eye on you and they're noticing you because you're radiating so beautifully. Since you believe you have a cup full rather than empty. Kind of with the vibe of being ready to pour your cup into someone else's cup that is worthy for you. Amazing. Now let's look into career with the White Sage Tarot here. Some advice, what you need to know for your career and finances. And you're also going to pick between 1, 2, or 3 once again. Another pick a card and a pick a card. Here's number 1. Here is number 2. And number 3. So take a moment to pick one of these 3. And now the answer for what you need to know about your career and finance. Here, number 1, we have Knight of Wands. Immediately, I heard, go for it. Whatever you want to do, go for it. Go all in. The Knights are those warriors that are ready to defend. They're ready to take action. And Wands are the element of creativity and passion and fire. With how this is a hawk, I feel like you're someone that can see above situations. You can see the bigger picture. You have a clear eye for what needs to be done, how it can be done. It also reflects that magician energy of being resourceful, combining elements together that work together greatly. So believe in yourself, you've got this, no doubt about it. Now for those of you that chose card number 2, here we have the Emperor reversed. So I feel like for those of you that picked this card, it might be actually a bit of the opposite of this card. It might be calling you to take it back a notch, take it back a step, really consider your options, your finances, rather than ignoring things. Like maybe you're the type of person that actually puts things to the side that you don't want to know, and they can pile up and end up causing stresses. Or this could be that person you're dealing with. Maybe there's a person that is doing that and you need to confront them about it to get things done, to plan for your future. As we've seen throughout the pandemic, it's better to be ready than to be surprised because anything could happen at any time. Now, lastly, for those of you that chose number 3, here we have, the High Priestess. So this is about tapping into your intuition, into your gut feeling, really listening to that, standing up for that. Like amidst everyone's opinions and what everyone is trying to tell you what to do, how to do, trying to control situations, at the end of the day, it's up to you to choose. Sorry, the camera died and I forgot what I was saying. But so we'll continue on here with this High Priestess card. And another message I actually got is that for some of you, if you've been considering adding spirituality into your business, this is confirmation to follow that path, whichever way that may be for you. So now let's move forward and complete your reading by getting you some messages from these books and a final affirmations card to take you for this month. All right, let's see. What does this High Performance Habits book have to guide you? Okay, it was this page. And right here. So you have an assignment. We got the performance prompt, which says to write this down, and you can even take a screenshot of it if you'd like, so that you can then write it out for yourself. Take some time on this. Number 1, answer. The emotions I've been experiencing a lot of lately are. Number 2, the areas of life where I'm not having the feelings I want to are. Number 3, the feelings I want to experience more of in life include. And number 4, the next time I feel a negative emotion come up, the thing I'm going to say to myself is. So that is your assignment for the month of June. And now for emotional intelligence, let's see what guidance your spirit guides have for you. We have this page and this section. Okay, so it says here, this is the chapter that says to stop and ask yourself why you do the things that you do. Emotions come when they will, not when you will them to. Your self-awareness will grow abundantly when you begin seeking out the source of your feelings. Get in the habit of stopping to ask yourself why surprising emotions rumble to the surface and what motivated you to do something out of character. Emotions serve us an important purpose. They clue you into things that you'll never understand if you don't take the time to ask yourself why. Oh my gosh, that is so crazy that this relates to this. So that is emphasizing how important it is for you to pay attention to how you feel and your emotions. What are they trying to tell you in life and career? Since this was a career or high performance habits, I would feel relates to career and school. And then emotional intelligence could be revolving around relationships. But yes, very important to pay attention to your emotions. And now, what affirmation do you need to repeat to have a successful June? We have here okay, we got 2 cards. By the way, this deck is from this fabulous creator on Etsy that I'm partnering with for a collaboration for a tarot product I'm adding so that I can provide readings for you guys. And these are the cards I'll be using for those readings. So here are your affirmations. I reward myself by slowing down, noticing, releasing, and breathing. I reward myself by slowing down, noticing, releasing, and breathing. I show up every day, find ways to smile, and simply do the best that I can. I show up every day, find ways to smile, and simply do the best that I can. So beautiful. And that's the reading I got for you. If you resonated, comment down below that you chose this pile and what you're excited or not excited about hearing. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe, since I'm still a new YouTuber and every engagement counts to boost my channel for others to receive insights and inspiration for their lives as well. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss my videos every time I post. Thank you for watching. Hey there, group 2. This reading is for you if you chose the figure here, wooden figure. And now we're going to be looking into what you can expect in your life this upcoming month of June using the Angel Wisdom Tarot deck, and then some oracle cards for what you need to know, along with some fun combinations of additional pick-a-cards. In this pick-a-card for your love life, finances, and final messages from these amazing books, the High Performance Habits and Emotional Intelligence, along with these affirmations card to carry you through the month. So let's see what we have for you. All right, so you got here for the first week of June, and actually all your cards reversed. Oh, no, never mind. First week of June, we got Knight of Pentacles, which says here, loyal, dedicated, protective, apprehensive. And it's advising you to plan carefully before taking action. That is the energy of the Knight of Pentacles. This knight is the wisest of them all, where they all kind of go forward quickly with passion, perhaps some of them impulsively or emotionally. The Knight of Pentacles is the wisest. As you can see here, he's looking at this map, ready to strategize, because he knows that he needs to set the foundation for the rest of life, not just for the moment. And it also says here, so plan carefully, but then get going. Don't spend too much time getting stuck on that planning stage. It looks like this week you will be strategizing certain things, perhaps envisioning your future, but as it is advising here, don't get stuck on that, on all the details and making it perfect or fearing anything that could come your way. As soon as you visualize, as soon as you think about it, write some things down, get into action. Take one step at a time. So that's what you look like you're doing for the first week of June. Now for the second week, we have here Four of Cups reversed. And this card is one of not seeing the offers you have available on the table. So perhaps now that you have it reversed, you actually are aware of that. You are aware of the offers. You're not the type of person that pushes things away. And in fact, rather than waiting for these offers to come your way, you could be the type of person that takes action towards them. So this could be involving career or relationships, meaning like looking for those job offers or looking for the clients or contacting old friends so that you can have a lunch together, calling your grandma perhaps, or even putting yourself out there in the dating world. I feel an energy here of starting new things, where here he's looking at all of these cups that he has available. Since it's reversed, I don't think you have those things just yet, but you're ready to look for them. You're ready to receive them as well. And for some of you, it could even involve like portfolio work, getting the network, getting the portfolio experience, collecting those coins of credibility and experience. Maybe you're actually putting together all of the work that you have been able to achieve, where you might have thought before that you didn't have anything to show, but now you realize, oh, I do have it, and so now you're looking for it and putting it together in a presentable manner. Then for your third week of June, we have here the Eight of Wands reversed. And so here, this is one of successes and action, movement forward. Because it's reversed, I feel like you are more of like celebrating things within yourself. Like after you acknowledge how much you have been able to achieve, you don't want to go out there and, announce it to everyone, because I get a feeling here a little bit more humble. Okay, sorry guys, my phone is acting up today, apparently, for all the readings. But so with this card, the Eight of Wands reversed, I also got the message that it could be connected to the second week. So second and third week, you might actually be saying no to certain people, offers, or even events, so that you can have time for yourself to be more connected with your future. Like at the moment, the priority is career, so that then you can enjoy a restful life, an abundant, secure life. But also with what I was saying about you being humble, I feel here such an excitement, but it's more like you're excited for yourself. You're celebrating with yourself. You don't need to brag about it to anyone. And so lastly, with the fourth week here, we have the card Page of Swords reversed. And once again, this is a messenger, intellectual messenger, super excited, communicative, analytical, announcing news or receiving news. And since it's reversed, I feel like you might be keeping something to yourself this month. Perhaps what you're strategizing here, the work you're collecting, the work you're doing, creating, you're keeping things to yourself this month so that then once you can be ready to launch on a timely manner and without distractions. For some of you even, the launch you had in mind might actually wait a while. It might not happen this month. Like you might have wanted it to happen at the end of June, but then you decide to hold off on it. Or you have some really exciting news that were bubbling up here, and so you decide to keep it a surprise a little longer. There's definitely something here you're keeping to yourself. You're being really secretive. And so then for what you need to know here, we've got this oracles. Get grounded. The Empaths card, highly sensitives. This is a message for those of you to connect with nature, to really take it as a priority and important to have those moments for yourself in meditation, in prayer, in nature, in grounding activities that can connect you with source and your ideas and your intuition. Then we have trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? So for this here, let's see what this actually involves with some additional cards here from the Sun and Moon Tarot deck, whether it could be career or relationship. Let's get some clarifiers. Oh, okay, so we got here the Hierophant and Princess, which is Page of Wands, and the Queen of Cups reversed. So there could be someone, some type of authority figure that is really causing you some stress, since we have the Queen of Cups reversed. Cups are emotions or even creativity. And with how it says trust the niggle and it's so dark around her, maybe there is someone that is actually trying to confuse you, cause you doubt, and they could be doing it intentionally or not intentionally. Kind of like, this is making me think of the little angel and the little devil on your shoulders. And so they could be adding this cloud of doubt around you about what you're doing. Like, you have this Page of Wands energy. You're, as I was saying here, Knight of Pentacles as well. Excited for your future. You're ready to go, ready to take action. You're strategizing smartly. You know where you want to go. But then there are these people here that come along with their rules, expectations, responsibilities, and they live their life in fear, so now they're imposing those fears on you. That's kind of the feeling I'm getting here. And it's telling you to trust yourself, nobody else. You don't need to live the life the way everyone else has lived it. We are in a whole new world of possibilities. So do not let them win. And now with the Power of Attraction card, so beautiful. This is card number 13. This is confirming that what you want, you can attract. Like Power of Attraction, Law of Attraction. And so in addition to career, it could also be with relationships. Perhaps because of this shift that you are taking on in your life, this mindset of learning to listen to yourself, to stand your ground, to take time for clarity and health and connection with Source, you're actually now breaking the wall between you and love. Like if you're single, you are unraveling this chain reaction that will bring towards you a possible like twin flame, divine partner, someone that is aligned with your values, someone that will create great things with you. And if you're not single, if you're in a relationship, then this could be about connecting with a friend or a partner or a mentor that is spiritual and also, or actually not also, spiritual or business savvy, whichever is the opposite of what you are. Actually, yes, both of them too. So spiritual or business savvy or both, and they could be crossing paths with you and helping you in your journey. So be very open to this information. Pay attention to their actions and their words. You could learn a lot from them. All right, now to complete your reading, we will look, or actually not to complete your reading, now to the next part of your reading. We're going to use Brute's Third Eye Tarot deck to do the pick a card and a pick a card, where you will pick one of these three cards and they will provide you with what you need to know about your love life or relationships. So like I was saying, this could be romantic or friendships, family, or with self. So let's see. That was number 1. Then this is number 2. And then this is number 3. So take a moment to pick one of these 3 for what you need to know in June. And now let's see what they say. Those of you that picked card number 1, we got the world reversed. So this one could be a few different messages. For some of you, it's that you need to release the weight of the world that is on your shoulders. You don't need to save everyone. You don't need to take care of everyone. First, take care of you so that then you can contribute your gifts and talents and ideas towards everyone else. And another one is similar to this energy here that I was talking about, listening to yourself rather than all the voices and distractions and noise from the outside world. That is why it's important here to have that time to be grounded. It's okay to have your alone time. It's very important for those of you that are empaths and highly sensitive to have that alone time to refresh. Do not feel shame for that alone time. And so now, for those of you that picked card number 2, here we have the 4 of Wands. So it looks like you are celebrating with your loved ones, celebrating something, some type of accomplishment. And this is confirmation that you can go all in, you can make it magical, you are worthy of celebrating. And also confirmation that the people around you, you're actually in union with your soul tribe members, like how I was talking about here with the power of attraction card. Now, for those of you that picked card number 3, we have here the Magician. So the message here is that for those of you that haven't already, you might need to spend some time visualizing and scripting to really get to know yourself and know what it is that you want in your friendships and relationships so that you can manifest them. And for those of you that already have been doing this, it looks like this month they are revealing themselves. Once again, how I was saying it with the power of attraction card and the soul tribes. There is infinite possibilities for you to be aligned with whoever you want to be, with friendships and love. Whatever love you want to have, whatever friendships you want to have, you most definitely can do so. The power is in your hands. Like, look at her hands, they're glowing. That is the message we have for those of you that chose card number 3. So now, on to your career and finances. What do you need to know? We're going to do here, once again, the pick a card and a pick a card. So we'll have 3 options and you're going to pick one of these 3 to find out what you need to know about your career and finances. Here's card number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's too many. There we go. Okay, so take a moment. You can even pause the video if you need to. Pick one of these 3. And now, here are your answers. For those of you that picked card number 1, you got King of Cups reversed. So what you need to know about this month is to learn how to respond to people, to like employees perhaps, classmates, teachers, anyone that you work with. Learn to respond intellectually rather than emotionally. Like, rather than reacting to their criticism, learn to acknowledge them. Like, let them know that you acknowledge them, and then afterwards take some time to think about it, and you can actually gain clarity on what it is that is good advice versus what is not so helpful. And that way you don't take things personal. Then for card number 2 here, those of you that picked this card, we have 7 of Swords reversed. So this is an energy of being caught out. It looks like you might be working with certain people, certain contracts that you need to be mindful of, to pay attention to the small print and catch things so that you don't get taken advantage of. And it's also confirmation for those of you that are holding back on announcements and flaunting ideas. It's confirmation that you can do that. Your ideas are like this yellow golden ribbon. And if you're super excited, you can go ahead and do little sneak peeks, but don't give away all the details. Now for those of you that chose card number 3, this is the message we got: judgment. So this one is like sparking an idea here and taking action, making those decisions. Whatever decision you'll make, there is no right or wrong, because if it does come out on the wrong end, you learn something from it. But if you didn't try, you wouldn't know. So it's much better to try and figure out what you can learn from it than to not try and wonder what if actually it had succeeded. So do not hold back on your ideas. Now we can close your reading by looking at some messages, getting you some messages from these books and this affirmations oracle deck from this creator, fabulous creator I'm working with, called You Are Loved Goods, for a new tarot product I'm adding to my shop. All right, so what message here from the High Performance Habits book can help you in your journey this June? We got here, it says, so I got here this little part, but I also got my site is going towards this area. So I'll read both of them and then you can take whichever one resonates for you. This one here says, I see a tear slip before Sandra's sunglasses. Sandy, you okay? It's not about the video, Brendan. It was scary. I thought I was doing something brave. It was a cry for help, but it was just stupid. She starts crying and I lean forward and take her hand. Hey, I say, are you okay? What's this really about? What's going on? And then the story here continues to something that Sandra is dealing with in her home. So there could be a message here for you about opening up where needed. Like, people might not know that you have other things going on just by your reactions. They can't read your thoughts, And it's okay to open up to those that you can trust. It might actually even be very important that you do open up about what it is that is affecting you behind the scenes, emotionally, spiritually, physically. Like, if you need therapy or you need help, make sure to open up about this for your well-being. And then the other message that I got here that is not so serious as this was pretty serious. This other part here says, high performers are courageous people. The data show that courage is significantly correlated with high performance. In fact, high performer courage scores are related to higher scores on all other habits. This means that individuals who have developed greater courage in life also tend to have more clarity, energy, necessity, productivity, and influence. And what I like to say about courage is that it's not about having that natural confidence. It's about actually choosing what you're super passionate about to win rather than fear. That is how you get courage. Now, let's see what this book has for you, the Emotional Intelligence book. All right. We got here. So this chapter is on sleep. It says, clean up your sleep hygiene. And the part that I landed on So funny. So it says here, turn off the computer at least 2 hours before bedtime and keep your bed for sleeping. So it looks like it's very important for you to prioritize sleep, to value sleep. Be sure to not keep putting it on the side, because perhaps you're actually really tired and this is one of the reasons why. So that is very important for you for June. Keep that in mind. Do not keep putting it on the side. And now here is your affirmations card for you. What can help you in your June to say to yourself? Ooh, it's repeating the part about courage. I am strong and courageous. I am proud of who I am becoming. That is beautiful. I feel like you've actually been working on yourself really nicely and you are ready for transformations. If you haven't, or if you have, you're ready. There's just a lot of transformations happening. So this is what you can say to keep on going. And sometimes if you can't say I am, then you can switch that with I choose. Like, I choose to be strong and courageous. I choose to be proud of who I am becoming. So that's the reading I got for you. If it resonated, comment down below that you chose this pile and what you're excited or not excited about hearing. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe, since I'm still a new YouTuber and every engagement counts to expose my channel to others that need a little encouragement in their lives. And turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss my videos every time I post. Thank you for watching. Hey there, group 3. This reading is for you if you chose this red dragon. And now we're going to be looking into your upcoming months, what you can expect in your life for the month of June, using the Angel Wisdom Tarot deck and also these amazing books, the High Performance Habits, Emotional Intelligence, and affirmations cards from a fabulous creator that I'm partnering with for a new tarot product for my shop. She is called You Are Loved Goods. So we will get you some affirmations to carry you through the month. And I will also be doing some additional pick-a-cards in this pick-a-card for your love messages and career finance, along with some oracle messages of what you need to know for the month. So let's see what we have for you. You got here for your first week of June, release, which says endings that lead to new beginnings. The need to release situations or people that hold you back, and spiritual transformation. Along with that, you got the 8 of Swords reversed, which is amazing because if it had been right side up, this actually makes sense. If it had been right side up, it would have shown how stuck you might feel, how caged you might feel. See, right here it says the illusion of entrapment, a lack of self-confidence, feeling helpless and afraid. So now that it's reversed, I feel like you're taking on this new energy for the month of June where you are feeling empowered and you are allowing yourself to move forward in life towards abundance and a happiness. You're purifying, you're releasing the pain from the past, releasing negative self-limiting beliefs, removing yourself from the people and situations that are also aiding in that, or that are also making you feel trapped. Let's see what this card says in the deck, because it is a word here that I don't know. It's not the traditional tarot word. So that one is right here, page 76. So it is a major arcana. It just doesn't say the name there. And, oh, no, it's not a major arcana. Okay, so it's an additional card that this creator has added. And it says here, Archangel Azrael is here with arms open wide to comfort you. White roses grow in every direction to show the purity and peace in this moment. After going through the awakening experience, it's not uncommon to find things or people in your life that need to go. So perhaps in May, you actually were experiencing that awakening. Something sparked you to change your life. Something brought a new awareness, a new connection, perhaps even with spirit, a new connection with yourself. It really got you thinking about your life and your future and your choices. So this month, you are taking action on that. And then it also says some endings are a breath of fresh air. As you work your way through this, you'll find that it's becoming easier to dust yourself off and move on. But with release, you have to experience the ending, whether happy or sad. You have to move through this finale slowly, perhaps with the help of friends, family, or your spiritual practice. So you already have that desire, you're already taking the action, allowing yourself to become this unicorn, and shifting your mindset from seeing all the black roses to instead seeing all the white, beautiful ones. To see the magic in the world. Because like how here in this image we have two towers, what we feel within reflects on how we see the world, not how it actually is. So there are some things you're leaving behind in the first week of June. And in the second week of June, you're putting in some more work because we got the ego card reversed. And this is I think it's the devil. Yes, this is the devil card. And that is one of, once again, like this Eight of Swords being trapped. Because if you look at both of these girls, they have their face covered. And this one has these ribbons around her arms. This one has chains around her arms. This one is pushing the door open, and this one is releasing herself from the chains. So if they had been right side up, this would have been your guidance. But now that they are reversed, it's confirming that that's what you are doing. With this spiritual work, you are learning to release all of that has been binding you, and learning to release attachments to this physical world, like attachment of what you believe yourself to be, attachment of what you thought you should be, attachment of how you thought life should also be, or how others should also be. You're releasing all of that. That's what ego reflects. Because with ego, we react, we can make impulsive choices, we block truth, we wear masks, and escape reality. This is actually, as I was saying, the devil card, which does symbolize addictions. And since you're cleansing your surroundings, you're also cleansing within. So that could be getting rid of junk food and unhealthy food, getting rid of drinking so much or using drugs, even cleansing in social media and how much TV you watch. This could even mean that you are cleansing your home, like doing decluttering and organizing. This is all really amazing to do because as you remove all of those obstacles, you're making space for new beautiful things to come in. And then for your third week here, you have the Two of Pentacles reversed. And this card is a balancing act, sometimes even indecision. But now that it's reversed, I see that you're also detoxing. So there's a lot of cleansing energy, really empowering energy this month. Detoxing your calendar. You are choosing yourself, adding in some time for inner work and rest, learning what to say no to, not accepting everything to come in, everyone's attention to take your time, not feeling like you need to take on every work responsibility and opportunity because you'll miss out, but rather trusting that the right work will come your way. So you're making space for what you truly value in life, in addition to the inner work and self-care. And then in your 4th week here, we have the Knight of Wands, also reversed. So this is one that is a passionate knight, a passionate leader, restless perhaps as it says here, and immediate action. But because it's reversed, you are continuing to take things slow this month. What is already on your plate, you're completing that rather than taking on new things. And you might even be practicing patience and mindfulness with certain new habits that you're adding into your life, or reading up some books, looking up some videos, listening to podcasts that help you in that. So for what you need to know for your month ahead, we have here Council of Light. Such a beautiful card. It says divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realm. This feels like how I was saying, the spiritual awakening. You are realizing how connected you actually are with the spirit world. Or you might have known this your entire life, and so now you are spending that time, more time, how I was saying, praying and meditating. And they want you to know, Source, your spirit team, they want you to know that they are listening to you. So now that you are ready to change your life and you are ready to listen, they are orchestrating, they're starting to orchestrate the rest of your life to align really good things to come your way based on your values and your skills and your passions. The more you connect with them, the more you try, the easier it'll get to receive their messages. And they want you to know that there's nothing to fear because they are a lot of light beings. Like, look at this. There's a group, and then behind them, there's this dark shadow, but it's just one. That is how the spirit world is. There is nothing to fear because they are your shield, your protectors. They are protecting the world. They are many, and they are way more powerful than anything that's dark. Then with this card, number 16, it says here, what you want wants you. That is amazing. So with this release, with this cleanse that you are doing, now you can also start incorporating in what you dream for your life, like through visualization and scripting, and even taking courses to advance your skills or new hobbies. Possibilities are unlimited. If there's been something crazy you've been thinking about but like brushed aside, of a new something you wanted to try, and others perhaps around you might not believe in you, go for it. This is confirmation to do so. And let's see, actually also from the book, perhaps it might have a message for you way better than what I can say. Let's see, card number 16. So the genuine desires of your heart are the sacred purpose of the soul. And it is mentioning here, if you have been shamed, judged, made to feel guilt over, or denied your natural desires, you may have developed a very complicated relationship with what your heart feels. That is natural. That happens to all of us. So we learn to distrust our own desires and push them aside, believing that we are not worthy of our first choice of what we really genuinely want, perhaps because we're conditioned to believe that what we want is not for us, it's for others. So the healing message here with this card is that you must trust what you truly want, not the substitutions, And you can start as simple as what comes to mind first. Like here it has some examples, like saying, I want to sing, or I want to write, or I want to help animals, or I want to paint. Start with what you know, and then in time, more answers will reveal themselves, because yeah, you can become an artist, or yeah, you can become a musician, but then there are so many unique paths that you can take for you. So you don't need to think about all of that, all of those complicated details. They will reveal themselves in time as you get to know what you like and don't like. So remember that if you have people in your life who are shutting you down, suggesting that what you want is not possible, they need this healing too. And perhaps you can actually inspire them. Give yourself permission to heal. Give yourself permission to try. And now we're going to do the pick a card and a pick a card by getting 3 cards here from Brit's Third Eye Tarot deck for your love messages. And this could be love of self, of others, or a romantic sense. But you're going to pick one of these 3 options. So here's number 1. Number 2. And number 3. This one has too many cards actually, so let me try that again. Number 3. Wow, okay, so you have a lot of messages relating to love for those of you that choose number 3 here. But I'm trying to get just 1 card. Okay, still 2. Okay, we'll take 2 for those of you that choose card number 3. Take a moment here. You can even pause if you would like and pick one of these 3 for your love message. Now, for those of you that chose card number 1, Knight of Cups. Ooh, okay, so for those of you that chose this card, I see that someone actually is coming your way to offer you something. Like they could be, if you're already in a relationship, you'll receive, probably spoiling it here, but you'll receive a surprise gift. And for those of you that are not in a relationship, this is someone that has interest in you. They have seen your value, they believe in you, and they just want to pour you love, so much love. So it looks like here you do have someone coming your way to show you that. Now for those of you that chose number 2, we have the 2 of Wands reversed. And so what I feel here is that for those of you doing this cleansing, actually, yeah, everyone's doing the cleansing. Some of you might feel shame for retreating, for isolation, but this card is confirming that it is okay to do so. Do not feel shame for taking a break, for isolating. Take that time for yourself to figure yourself out in your future. And for anyone pressing your buttons, let them know that you don't need to know all the answers and you need time to figure this out. To please respect your space. Then, for those of you that chose the pile card number 3 here, we got the 8 of Pentacles reversed and the Magician. So I feel with that what you need to know is you don't need to do everything for everyone, and you don't need to overgive, to put in all the work alone. Remember to allow yourself to receive from others. And if anyone expects you to be the one giving and then they get mad if you don't, there's a red flag. Perhaps if you're stuck in a loop questioning the relationships you're surrounded by, you might need to spend some time. In addition to this cleansing, it feels like it is really urgent for you to write things down on how you feel and what you would wish. That way, not only you know what you want, but also the universe knows what you want. So that's what I got in your love messages. Now let's look at your career finances using the White Sage Tarot deck. Let's see what you need to know. And here, once again, we're going to get 3 cards for you to choose from. So, what do you need to know in your career finances? Now let's get card number 1. Oops, I showed you the card. Card number 2 and card number 3. So take a moment to pick one of these 3. And now these are the answers. For those of you that picked card number 1, you got the 2 of Wands. So this is confirming that you already know what you want, and that, like it says here, what you want wants you. If anyone was questioning you or making you doubt yourself, like, do you really want that? Is that really what you're gonna do for your life? You know, asking questions like that, really pessimistic type of gaslighting questions. Not only are those red flags, but this is confirmation for you are on the right track. You know what is best for you. This is looking like X marks the spot. So stand by your choice or choices. And then the second card, for those of you that picked here, card number 2, we have the 9 of Pentacles reversed. So now the message is that some of you need to watch out for your spending. With this being reversed, the 9 of Pentacles is one of luxuries, spoiling yourself. And now that it's reversed, it is advising you to be careful, to watch out where you're splurging, watch out the money that's coming in and out. Be more mindful of that, and even if you need to learn about finances and saving. Then for your third card here, those of you that chose card number 3, we have Page of Swords. So this could mean pages are messengers. This could mean that you'll be receiving some type of news, positive news to something you might have auditioned for, tried out for, applied for. So be ready to take action on that. Start getting prepared now if you haven't already. Preparing perhaps what you're gonna say, what you're gonna do, how you're going to carry out this opportunity. This involves strategic preparation along with quick action after you receive the news. Really exciting. So that is what we have for your career and finances. And now we can complete your reading with messages from these books. High Performance Habits. Let's see what can help you this month of June. All right, so you got here this part. It says, I know what to do and how to add value here. Or at least I believe in my ability to figure things out and I'm willing to go for it. It also says, I know I'm living in alignment with the person I want to become. And it also says, I know I'll do well with others because I'm genuinely interested in learning about them and serving them. So it looks like you need to practice for sure the affirmations from here, affirmations in general, how you're doing the cleansing this month. You also need to work on your thoughts to believe in yourself, your ability. And like I was saying, shut off all the negativity that is making you doubt yourself. So if you would even like to take a screenshot here, I'll show you the book so that you can repeat these daily and they will help you this month of June. Now for your emotional intelligence, let's see what message we have for you. This says, Using a strong emotion like anger to benefit your relationships will take time to master because hopefully you don't have daily opportunities to practice. There's a lot of behind-the-scenes preparations for this strategy, starting with becoming aware of your anger. So I kind of feel here like it's talking about speaking up for sure, and also perhaps even learning how to communicate with people so that they listen. So that you're able to set your boundaries so that it becomes easier for you to speak them up and not react with anger, so that it's not just a circle of anger with between everyone. I highly recommend checking out podcasts or books or YouTube videos on communicating effectively and setting boundaries. So now let's get you here the affirmations from this wonderful creator named You Are Loved Goods. This is someone I'm working with to create a new product for my shop, which will involve tarot. And so I really love her affirmations here. Let's see which one can guide you this June. All right, it says, I am ready to tap into all of your abundance. So the reason it says your abundance is because it's talking about universal abundance. Like perhaps one of the hesitancies that a lot of people have and that you might have about achieving your dreams and even like believing in your wishes is if you say my abundance, you might doubt that. If you say I have this, you might doubt that. But when you're thinking of it as the universe, think about it. The universe does have everything, right? There's unlimited nature, there's unlimited food, there's unlimited energy, unlimited people, or I guess not unlimited, but it's just the universe never ends. You know that cycle of life. Energy moves from one place to another. So this affirmation can help you to think about that. Think about all of that abundance that the universe has, and now you can tap into that. Don't ever think that there's too much competition and you're going to miss out, or there's not enough money, or not enough people to date to find someone you'll love. Get rid of all of those limiting beliefs and repeat this for the month of June. I am ready to tap into all of your abundance. So magnificent. And that's the reading I got for you. If it resonated, comment down below that I chose this pile and what you're excited or not excited about hearing. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe since I'm still a YouTuber and every engagement counts to expose my channel to others that need a little encouragement in their lives. Also, don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss my videos every time I post. Thank you for watching. Hey there, group 4. This reading is for you if you chose this glass cup and Egyptian pyramid. Now we're going to be looking into what you can expect in your life for the upcoming month of June. We'll be using the Angel Wisdom Tarot deck and these wonderful books to get you some messages at the end. The High Performance Habits and Emotional Intelligence book, along with these affirmations cards. And we'll also get you what you need to know for the month of June, along with additional pick-a-cards in this pick-a-card for love and career finance. So let's see what we have for you. All right, this is so interesting because one of the other piles also got these exact 2 cards. Either they did, or 2 other groups, like one got this one and one got this one. And so if you did feel called to watch more than one pile, then you can do so. They might have additional messages, a little bit different to what I'm going to say today, perhaps. But so let's start with your weeks for the month of June. We have here this balance card reversed. And so balance is the temperance card, which is of what it says here, learning to perhaps schedule your life in the way of incorporating what you value, not just what you need. So because it's reversed, it could mean that during the first week of June, you might be having a lot on your plate. You might be feeling overwhelmed with all the people you're talking to, all the different jobs you're doing, being very much rushed rather than taking a moment for yourself to breathe. Let's actually see what this could pertain to, get some clarifiers with the Sun and Moon Tarot, and then we'll continue forward, which by the way, this card is similar to that. See, both of them have this person that is holding objects in their hands, and they do reflect similar energies of balance. I mean, even this guy is on a tightrope. And so we'll get to that as well, because it looks like throughout the month of June, that's kind of what you're dealing with. But for the first week, let's see what it could possibly be. What is like the main energy that is affecting you to feel overwhelmed during the first week of June? So we got the King of Swords reversed and Seven of Pentacles. With the King of Swords, this is an energy of the mind, because swords are intellect. And let me show you a bit of a close-up here. So swords are intellect. They reflect the mind. They're an air element. And then pentacles are finances, which now tell me that perhaps the overwhelm could be just in your head, or it's due to how you might have put things to the side. Like if you don't see it, it's not actually happening, and it's not actually there, which then causes all of these repetitive cycles of stress, and you're not able to get yourself out. Rather than handling this like a boss, like the King of Swords, right side up, you are becoming overwhelmed by not facing your choices, your finances perhaps, and taking charge of your schedule. This also feels like you're putting in a lot of work without getting much return. And so this week, you could be thinking about that, contemplating how life is unfair perhaps, feeling a bit down for the first week of June, rather than trying to find a way out. And for the second week of June here, we have Six of Swords, which is a card of movement, as you can see here with the people on the boat. This also does reflect travel, so perhaps you're taking a trip. This could mean that either it's something completely different from the rest of the energies in June, something you get to enjoy and perhaps have a moment of escape from reality, or it could mean that what I'm saying about things moving so quickly and becoming a bit of a burden, since this energy does continue on for the rest of the month. So this card also says that it is the end of challenging times and things are looking up. You're finding your way to peace, and it is the end of illness or depression, which now tells me that actually there could be two versions of stories here for those of you that picked this pile, and you'll know which one is you. One of them is that this overwhelm continues forward because of how we do have towards the end of the month the Two of Pentacles reversed, which, as you can see here, it's like multitasking so many different things. And the negative aspect of it, when it's reversed, could be that is emphasized, that the overwhelm, the multitasking, the multiple jobs, multiple people, that energy of overwhelm can be amplified in the negative aspect. The positive aspect of it being reversed is that you're actually taking control and no longer multitasking. I feel this energy here that it is pretty much up to you to choose how you want your month to end and the rest of your life to continue. And with this Knight of Wands reversed, this is the third week here. This also reflects this part of the story of taking a moment to really think about how you want things to be. Since the Knight of Wands is someone that is fiery, they go for what they want, they charge ahead, but it's reversed. So this could mean that you lose passion for those of you that take the downward turn, or you're wise with your time, like rushing ahead out of restlessness and desperation. Instead, you are allowing that breather to see things clearer. It could also involve relationships, by the way, where perhaps you could be multitasking, or not multitasking, you could be talking to different people and not being able to decide who could be the one for you, or not wanting to decide, where you're just kind of enjoying the fun. But deep down, some of you might actually want something true. And this is the time where you will be choosing true love, or you'll continue on forward without. I kind of feel like some of you want to go back to your past where things were easier. You don't want to make a decision. And others of you, you are going to make that decision after looking back at your past choices, recognizing the negative patterns, and learning from those lessons. So for what you need to know, here we have follow your own rhythm, card number 5. And this is the number of change. Change is coming for those of you that welcome it. With how it says follow your own rhythm, I feel like it's repeating what I was saying about it being ultimately your choice. You can follow your own rhythm, as in continue repeating the same cycles, or you can follow your own rhythm as in learning to listen to your heart and live life more playfully, more alive, more from the heart rather than robotic. Kind of like your spirit guides are saying that no matter what I say, at the end of the day, you're going to choose. You don't listen to nobody. And that can be both a curse or a gift. Then with these next two cards, get grounded and trust the niggle. I feel like this is saying that some of you, the message here with this card is that some of you are actually light workers that lost your way, because that's how we are when we're born. We forget our mission, we forget our connection with Source. That is the law of life. And so this is actually confirming for you, if you've been feeling like you have a strong connection to Spirit, this is confirming that you have a mission, that you are a light worker. Because right here it says empaths and highly sensitives. So the way that you can figure yourself out, your purpose for humanity and in this world, and what type of light worker you are, what type of starseed you are, you can do that by connecting with nature and having moments of peace and quiet without distractions. Since we're always on the move, right? We're always watching TV or hanging out with people or listening to the news or working, doing something to distract us from ourselves. We can't figure ourselves out, and we won't listen to Source. We won't listen to our spirit team that is trying to send us messages, and then they'll leave us because they don't want to impose their control over you. They don't want to tell you what to do. It's up to you to choose what to do. That is free will. But no matter what, even if they stop telling you or guiding you, they still are always there, like these beautiful roses. Because you are also a rose. Whenever you're ready, they'll be there. And with trust the niggle, it's asking you, what is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? This could be like, I actually said this in one of the other readings, the little devil and little angel on your shoulders. And it's asking you, which one are you going to listen to? The little devil or the little angel? Perhaps in the past, you might have listened to the little devil. And now you assume that because of that, you are a certain type of person. You believe these negative thoughts about yourself. But that is not the truth. You can at any moment, at any day, choose to listen to the little angel on your shoulder, to your conscience, to change your life in a positive light so that the darkness does not win. Because actually, as I was saying here with spirit, beings of the light, spirits of the light, they, as I mentioned, they don't impose on free will. They will be there for you when you ask for them. But the darkness, they don't care. That is why they could win sometimes, and then you regret it or you feel shame or whatever. They don't care on your free will. They're trying to control you. And that's why they give you those negative thoughts. So the way to win, how I mentioned, is to instead stop listening to those. Say no to those and ask for the light beings to guide you. That is why life is so hard, because of how the light beings are allowing free will while the dark beings are not. Now, on to your love messages. How I said that we would have a pick a card and a pick a card. We're going to have here 3 options for you to choose from. And we'll get you your messages for love in friendships, in family, in self, or romantically. Let's see what we have. So this is group 1, card 2, and card 3. Okay, so take a moment. Here you can even pause if you need to, so you can decide on 1, 2, or 3. And now we will decide, I will share the messages. For those of you that chose card number 1, we got 2 of Cups reversed. So what you need to know about love, I feel like there is perhaps this niggling feeling, nagging feeling, whatever, that has been telling you need to separate from someone that is toxic in your life, someone that is constantly dragging you, being negative, making you doubt yourself, causing drama. And so your guides want you to separate yourself from this person. You have learned enough. You have taken enough, and you do not deserve this. No one deserves to be mistreated. And this could be anyone in your life. It could be your partner, it could be a friend, how I mentioned, it could be a family member, it could be even a coworker. Fighting them all the time is not winning. That is what your guides want you to know. Now for the second card here, those of you that chose the second card, it is Queen of Pentacles reversed. And so this one, I feel like it's telling you to turn towards yourself, because perhaps you might be doing so much for everyone as well. See here, she's cleaning, she's cooking, she's taking care of the baby, she's managing the finances. And so now that it's reversed, I feel like it's calling you to go inward, to respect yourself, to love yourself, treat yourself like the queen or king. This is non-gender, it's just feminine here, a feminine energy of nurturing to yourself, because you are a valuable gem and sacrificing yourself for everyone, that is not something to be proud of. Valuing the body and mind and soul and heart that you were given from Source, from God, from the universe, that is what you can be proud of. Now, those of you that chose the third card here, this is the one. You got the Tower. And so I feel like how I was saying here, there are major lessons you're learning this month of June. Since these two cards are having you to release negativity or stop giving away our power so much. Here with the Tower, whatever you're going through, you will need time for yourself as well to heal. And to not ignore it, because it is okay to be sad, to be angry, to be anything other than happy. Pushing away those negative feelings is just going to keep them underlying towards where you might not be bringing your best to the world. But listening to what you're feeling allows you to see clearly what it is that needs to be done to empower yourself and your future. And perhaps instead of actually isolating yourself, it might be better for you to open up to those around you that can help you, that can listen to you without judgment. Surround yourself with beautiful things and beautiful vibes to remind you of the joy that life has and remind you how special you are. So now we have the love messages there, and we will continue on to the career and finance messages with the White Sage Tarot. Oh, it's stuck. Okay. So here, once again, we're going to do the pick a card and a pick a card, and we're going to use 3 cards for you to choose from for what you need to know in your career finances. There's card number 1. That's number 2. And that's number 3. So you can pause here if you'd like to choose 1, 2, or 3. And now I can tell you the messages. For those of you that chose card number 1, you got Page of Swords reversed. And what that says about your career finances is that you might not hear positive news just yet. I feel like you've been waiting on something, and this is not the month you're going to get it, but do not give up hope because it is still coming. Whatever answers you do receive, like whatever no's you do receive, that is good. Let them move away from you. They would have probably brought in a bunch of problems you didn't need and you might have not been able to handle. And every no gets you closer to a yes. So in the meantime, keep preparing, keep educating yourself, improving your skills, and building up your work. That way, when the opportunity does arrive, you are more than ready. Then for those of you that chose card number 2, this is your message. You got 3 of Wands reversed. And so what that tells me is that your journey is not yet over. Your journey has not even completed. So keep on going, keep at it, keep gaining that experience. And actually for some of you, I kind of feel like it will arrive sooner than later. It'll arrive as a sort of surprise, where as you're building up in your work, in your career, in your experience, you're putting in the time, wondering when, or not even wondering, actually don't even wonder, just keep on going. And then out of nowhere, it's going to arrive. The end goal is going to arrive. And you're going to look back like, wow, I did all of that. I went through all of that. Because if you're focused too much on the outcome, the end goal, and when is it going to arrive, then it's just pushing it away even further, or it's going to feel like it's taking too long and you might want to give up. That's why it's dangerous to think about that. And instead, you might want to enjoy the progress. of getting that experience and of getting to know yourself. Now, for those of you that chose card number 3, this is your message. You got Knight of Swords reversed. So what that tells me is that you need to slow down with something, because this is a card of impulsive choices and impulsive communication. You need to slow down so that you can think clearer, communicate more effectively, and see things that come your way, like the opportunities that come your way, rather than missing them or brushing them aside because you're going so quick. It's also a message of not having to prove yourself. When you allow yourself to enjoy the moment, like this follow your own rhythm, very dancey, free card, you will radiate more than when you try to prove yourself. When you try to outdo the other, outdo the competition. All right, so now we can complete your reading with messages from these books and these cards. First, the high performance habits, which one will help you for the month of June. We got this page and right here. So this is the chapter on generating energy, which is by releasing tension, setting intentions, bringing joy, and optimizing health. And then it says here, if I keep up this pace, I'll eventually burn out or probably just die. So see, this immediately is about taking a little breather, because yes, you could burn out. I've reached that point of burnout, and I always tell people, do not get there. It's better to take things slow at your own pace. There's no such thing as running out of time. That is a construct by society to control you, to make you doubt yourself. So take your time as needed and value your breathers, your breaks, value your family, your friends, and joy, and your health, most definitely. Now for emotional intelligence, what message do we have for you? Here is this page and this last part here. So it says, remember, relationship management is about making choices and acting with the goal of creating an honest, deep connection with others. To do this, you need to be honest with others and with yourself, which sometimes means using anger with a purpose. So who do you need to be honest with, and perhaps even finally cut ties, like how we were saying with the messages? With the cards. Anger is there for a reason, and you don't need to keep fighting, because like I said, fighting is not winning. Winning is when you end the fight. So now for your affirmations from this beautiful deck and magnificent creator that I'm partnering with called You Are Loved Goods, for a new tarot product I'm adding to my shop. Which affirmations can you repeat for yourself this month of June? Okay, this one. It says here, I am living a beautiful and miraculous life filled with magic, happiness, and love. I am living a beautiful and miraculous life filled with magic, happiness, and love. So if you find it hard to repeat this message and believe it, perhaps something I learned recently on Instagram is that you can actually say, I choose to live a beautiful and miraculous life filled with magic, happiness, and love. Because wouldn't we want that, right? We would want to choose that. So by saying that, it'll be the same thing as saying that you are. All right, so that's the reading I got for you. If it resonated, comment down below that you chose this pile and what you're excited or not excited about hearing. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe, since I'm still a new YouTuber and every engagement counts to expose my channel to others that need a little encouragement in their lives. And turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss my videos every time I post. Thank you for watching. Hey there, group 5. This reading is for you if you chose the blue dragon with pearls. And now we're going to be looking at your at your life for the upcoming month of June using the Angel Wisdom Tarot deck and some oracle cards for what you need to know, along with these books of mine to pass along some messages that can help you this month. The High Performance Habits and Emotional Intelligence book and some affirmations. Then we'll also actually this will be the last part of the reading, but we'll also be doing additional pick-a cards in this pick-a-card for your love messages and career finance. So let's see what we have for you. Alright, so you got, for your first week of June, the 9 of Wands. And this card says, protect what you have created. Be prepared, never give up, and ask your angels for help. It also is a card of environmental activism and animal rights. So perhaps because of how it's next to this scholarly card. And then we also have these oracles talking about sharing your voice, taking a leap, and dreaming a beautiful dream. I feel like it involves school, and involves your projects, starting something new this month of June. And with how it says protect what you have created, I feel like it's about standing up for what you are creating. Like maybe there are people around you that might be making you doubt yourself for wanting to do this, what it is that you're creating or working towards. And so they might be throwing shots at you, shots of doubt, shots of negativity, criticism, unnecessary criticism, perhaps even for some trolling, bullying. So you need to stand your ground, to believe in yourself. Even if no one is actually throwing any shots at you, maybe it's just your own past beliefs that are having you question whether this is the right thing to stand up for or create. Your angels don't want you to give up. They believe in you so much, especially because of how this is an environmentalism, activism type of card, animal rights. It's a card of helping the world in some type of way. They are very much encouraging you to do this, and they will become your warriors with you. Perhaps you're starting to take this idea more seriously, starting to prepare for it, and that is why for the second week of June here, we do have the girl reading books. She's in the library. That once again, here we have a little bunny and a plant reflecting this activism, and this is the Page of Pentacles, which is one of the wiser pages. Pages are often, as I like to take them, the babies of the courts. Like since we have page, knight, queen, and king, you're starting this new journey, and so you're in discovery mode. Take advantage of all the information that is out there to learn from. You're someone that is capable of achieving so many great things. Using your intellect, using your inner wisdom. You are someone, when you're passionate about something, you really dedicate yourself to it. Or at least if you really believe in it, and if you really believe it's important, you will dedicate yourself to be taken serious, to pass the test, to win awards. You're not the type of person to take things lightly, or even be impulsive and just kind of throw yourself at things. So this second week of June looks like you're studying, you're doing a lot of research, watching videos, listening to podcasts, reading books about your interest this month. Could involve helping others, could also involve health, and could also involve your career that you're studying, pursuing. And for some of you, since this is the page, which are the messengers of the courts, in addition to being the babies, it could involve that you are networking or reaching out to partners or job offers or offering your services, and you'll receive a positive answer back from one of those. Then for the third week of June, we have the Hermit reversed. And the Hermit is one of being indoors and isolating. But since it's reversed, I feel like for this third week of June, you're actually going out somewhere, taking a break from this information. Since the Hermit is also a card of wisdom and inner knowledge and discoveries, you have been doing that for the first 2 weeks of June. So now for the third week of June, you're ready to relax and enjoy yourself. Which then takes us towards the last week of June, the end of the month. We have the Moon card reversed. And this is one also of like going out somewhere, but it's reversed. So perhaps you're still continuing to enjoy yourself, but it's not somewhere far. It's most definitely a new place, but you don't have to buy a plane ticket for this. Let's actually also get some clarifiers for this card, just for some additional details on what this Moon reversed could be talking about. So we got here 9 of Pentacles reversed and Chariot reversed. And that tells me that you are most definitely enjoying yourself. Like the 9 of Pentacles is one of luxuries. And now that it's reversed, it's telling me that you're enjoying yourself without having to spend so much. Like you're being smart about your finances. And then the Chariot reverse, the Chariot is one of fast action and lots of things happening, but it looks like more this end of June is going to be simpler. You don't have so many different things you're doing. And it could even be about putting some things on hold so that you can do other things, which include luxuries. It's interesting how you've got the card of luxury and movement, and the Chariot is also one of like driving, but they're reversed. So they're reflecting along here with the Moon how perhaps you're having fun without having to drive. So you don't have to buy a plane ticket, you don't have to drive, you don't have to spend a lot, but you're having luxurious type of fun. Wow, so you're a smart one. And if it's not about that, then it could just be those three together reflecting that you are continuing your career, your job. You're not leaving your job and you're not changing things, even though you're making room for the new one. Possibly because you're actually enjoying this process of studying and you don't want to leave that just yet. Or for some of you, maybe finances do get in the way and you're not able to leave. But there's no sense of worry here. Things are fine. So for your oracle messages, for what you need to know, we have share your voice and take a leap. Come out of the cave and do some expression. Express your ideas. You go first and the universe will catch you. Dream a beautiful dream. These are magnificent cards that are confirming how I was saying here, what you want to stand up for, what you want to pursue, what you want to create. You need to continue believing in that no matter what anyone says. And stop hesitating. I feel like you've been thinking about this for so long. You need to get out of that cave. You need to take that leap. And once you start taking those steps, more answers will reveal themselves. Perhaps this could even be about how if there's something you haven't seen in the world, well then you can be that answer. And it's time to be creating. Create as much as possible, because the more you create, the more you express, the more you're learning and the quicker you're getting to those 10,000 hours of being an expert at this. Everyone starts off funky. It's okay to start off funky. Success is defined by becoming just a little bit better every day, every year, without giving up. And along with wanting to, for those of you, this is a strong message here of environmentalism. How we had it here, we had it in this card, and then we also have it in this card with the world. Those of you that do have that passion, that fire inside, can also wish for whatever you want, in addition to helping the world. Because the bigger you contribute, the bigger your rewards. You are most definitely worthy of receiving. Don't be afraid to ask for that. And this is also a message that you are part of those activists, those healers, that collective, positive, beautiful energy that is here on earth to change the way things have been done. You're one of those rebels. So prioritize your future a little more. Add 10 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day to planning. Don't feel like you need to plan everything and know all the answers within 1 hour or 1 day. Instead, add it all up, like planning a little bit a day until finally you have a whole plan set. And it could take months, it could take a year, but possibly by that year or a couple years of working in your career that you already have, you'll actually have added up funds to be able to contribute to this, to make this happen, this major change. When we're in the process of it, it sometimes feels like if we're not actually doing anything, if we're not actually contributing, or we're not actually pursuing our goals. That had a bit of an interruption there, but because my phone died, but now I'm back. And so what I was trying to say with these cards at the end here is that it might feel like we're failing when we're not already doing what we want, but that is far from the truth because every step counts. Don't feel like you're running out of time and don't feel desperate to provide. It is very gallant of you to want to provide because I feel the same way. I admire you for that and the angels admire you for that as well. But don't feel desperate for it and don't feel like you're running out of time because these beliefs are actually self-sabotage. The sooner you can release from those expectations and those outcomes and that desperation, the sooner you'll actually be able to figure out the answers to make things happen. All right, so now on to your love messages. And how I was saying that I was going to do a pick a card in a pick a card. We're using here the Brid's Third Eye Tarot deck to provide you with 3 options to choose from. So for love messages, they can be in romantic sense, or they can also be for yourself or for family and friends. Now, let's see, what are your 3 options here? Here is number 1. Here is number, oh, that's too many, never mind. This one is for number 2. And then this one is for number 3. So you can pause there if you'd like. Take a moment to pick 1, 2, or 3 for your love message. And now, for those of you that chose the first pile, the first card here, it actually has 2 cards. It is the Ace of Wands reversed and the 10 of Wands. I feel like for you, if you were to start something new right now, it could actually become a bit stressful for you. Since we do have the Ace of Wands reversed, it's actually advising you to take a moment to really think about this and set your boundaries if needed. Like if you want a bit of space, a bit of time to think about dating perhaps, or starting a new relationship, speak up about this. And if anyone fights you, that's already a red flag. But the reason why it's important for you to take your time to think is because I feel like you have other priorities right now. You have other things you're working on. Your headspace is trying to create things right now. How we were talking about here with studying and working on your goals. and also allowing yourself some time to enjoy. So there's a lot going on this month for you. And if you were to start a new relationship or get into the dating world, it would actually add stress rather than enjoyment. So now for the second card, those of you that chose card number 2, this is the 5 of Wands reversed. And what I feel here that what you need to know is perhaps you might be fighting the wrong people or about the wrong things, like maybe going in circles in arguments. Because see here, this is the card of disagreements. They're fighting, they're probably not listening to each other, they're breaking things on the way, and it's reversed. So now I take it as instead of confronting things head on, like perhaps reacting without really knowing all the details, without knowing where people are coming from, or reacting out of ego or insecurity, then that's unnecessary stress, that's unnecessary disagreements and drama. It's calling you to tame down. There's no need for you to be on the defense with the people you love. And now for those of you that chose card number 3, you got Strength reversed. So this one also has a similar energy as this 5 of Wands, because as you can see here, she is yelling mighty. She is with the lion, her fist is up, but it's reversed. So your angels and spirit guides want you to know that there is no need to puff up. There's no need to prove yourself to anyone, or to attack or try to control situations, try to attack people that may not understand at the end of the day. You can argue all you want, but when people are not going to listen, things are not going to change. Just be open to communicating without the tensions or any assumptions. It could even be a card of vulnerability now, because when it's right side up like this, it could symbolize like having to be strong, needing your walls, needing your sword up. But when it's reversed, it's how I was saying with not needing to fight things. Perhaps how you can come about situations is that instead of adding fire to the fire, you can turn the energies around from this big, powerful fire to a more gentle, vulnerable energy. Because vulnerability can also be strength. To speak from the heart, to speak from what is it that you are fearing, so that others can understand you and empathize. All right, so now let's look into your career and finances using the White Sage Tarot deck to get you another set of 3 options for you for what you need to know about your career finances. So, first card, what you need to know here. All right, so here is card number 1. For those of you that choose number 1 in your career and finances. Then here's number 2, and here's number 3. You can pause the video if you like, so you can decide. And for those of you that chose card number 1, this is what you need to know about your career and finances. We got the 6 of Wands reversed. So this is a card, when it is right side up, of accomplishments through leadership. And perhaps what you need to know here is to open up to what others have to say around you, rather than you being the one, like maybe if you are the leader, you're constantly telling others what to do, which is your job description. But for your advice here, your angels and spirit guides want you to now turn the attention towards the people around you and hear what they have to say. What can they add into the project, into the company? What are their thoughts on what can be improved? And if you're not already a leader, then perhaps you can actually find the opportunity to join in a team, in some type of team where you can learn from the leader. Now, for those of you that chose card number 2, you got Page of Swords reversed. And this is a card of perhaps being on the waiting list for something, or like waiting to receive news, to receive an offer, to receive confirmation for some type of paperwork, contract, opportunity. This month, you won't be receiving the answer just yet. And so what your guides want you to do is to take this time to prepare even more for this, since swords are cards of intellect and research. Now, for those of you that chose card number 3, you got Justice. And this is actually the pretty much opposite of this card. So this confirms that you will be receiving the answer, the offer. You will be closing a contract. You will be closing any type of waiting that you've been having to deal with legally, perhaps, since this does represent legal matters and it has the scale here. And for some of you, it could also mean that you will have a bit of an increase in finances, because perhaps in the past, whether that be years or months or even weeks, you've been putting in the work, you've been giving so much of your time and money, perhaps, energy, that hasn't been returned to you just yet. And now by the end of June, you will be getting a return from that, a reward from that as well, perhaps. So those are your career and finance messages. Now we can complete your reading with the High Performance Habits book, Emotional Intelligence book, and affirmations here. Let's see, what message does this book have for you that can help you in the month of June? All right, so here we have the end notes. And the parts here, this is the end notes for habit number 3, which is about raising necessity. And here we have an example that says, it is defined pressure as any factor or combination of factors that increases the importance of performing well on a particular occasion. Regarding high performance research, I define external forces more broadly than a particular occasion or event. I see them as complementing drives or activities that are already important. External forces might not increase a subject's sense of the importance of performing well at all, but may just make the already important activity more social or more personally meaningful. So you can take what resonates with you from this message, in addition to what I'm about to say, because what I think here is standing out is that perhaps you might be focusing so much on responsibilities, on work, and as we've seen in the past year over the pandemic, the external circumstances can change at any time. We have no control over them. And so it's important to prepare for such things, for such events, to not just be thinking that your job is going to save you, that your job is the one answer for everything, and it's going to be there forever. We need to be smart about the way we work, about the way we make money, and the way we save it as well. Think the broader picture, not just the moment of what we need right now. And for emotional intelligence, what message do we have for you from this book? Okay, so we got here self-awareness strategies. And it says your hardwired emotional reactions to anything come before you even have a chance to respond. That is interesting. Your hardwired emotional reactions to anything come before you even have a chance to respond. So perhaps you might need to actually think about your emotions, and they will give you some answers as to why you react to situations the way that you do. Even this book could help you out, this emotional intelligence book, to read here the chapter 5, self-awareness strategies, to become more aware of your emotions and why they're triggered, where they came from, and what you can do about them from this moment forward. So now your affirmations. This is a magnificent deck from someone I'm collaborating with for a tarot product I'm adding to my shop. Her name is You Are Loved Goods. And so now we're going to get you some affirmations that you can repeat throughout the month of June to bring you success and happiness. You got this card. I am intuitively guided by your divine light as I bravely take the steps to do the right thing. Ooh, so this is emphasizing what I was talking about in the beginning about activism, doing the right thing, and how you are looking into that. Like, since here we have two windows, it's like you've looked out the window, you've seen the stars, seen the flowers, seen the sun, the moon, and it got you thinking about how you can contribute to the world. So now, in addition to that, you can actually, as it says here, seek answers by asking the divine for that guidance, and listening to your own inner wisdom as well, since what you feel is also part of the answer. It guides us towards where we shouldn't go, where we can go, the possibilities. It guides us towards our own unique happiness. And as it says here as well, be brave about it, go for it. You can even say, I choose to be brave, to take the steps to do the right thing. And that's the reading I got for you. If it resonated, comment down below that you chose this pile and what you're excited or not excited about hearing. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe, since every engagement counts to expose my channel to others that need a little encouragement in their lives. And you can also turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss my videos every time I post. Thank you for watching.